Hello, Moment friends! Ending here for another episode of Bingo Boffin. When we last left off, we had hand-delivered part of the handwritten notes, and now hopefully we will be able to finish that up with talking to a few people, but first we're going to talk to Ling here.
What brings you here? Is something wrong?
You handing her the invitation. As she reads it, her caution gives way to amusement. Bingo is organizing a dinner party? I hope he has not given up on his adventuring ways. I would do my best to attend. But that will depend upon whether the Easterlings seek to cross the great river again. If they know whatever is best for them, they will not attempt it, and I will be able to visit Bingo. Alright, well just make sure you RSVP in the next, 10 seconds. Okay. So the next one should be in Rohan. West Rohan? West Rohan. Let's see. Deliver invitation to Humphrey Rumming. Where are these other people? I guess we did go back the long way around. So... Huh.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
We need to go to Rohan, Snowborn. South we go. Deep into Rohan. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe. Ah, well. Here we go. Yeah, still have to go on over. Let's just check and see what part of West Rohan we want to go. Grimslade.
What brings you to these lands?
To the Intwade we shall go. Pretty sure that that's right. We'll find out. It takes forever to port out of these big cities, but we shall still do it. Maybe. There we go.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I guess we'll go to Edoras. Well, I don't think there are very many swift travel options from there. We shall see. Pretty sure we're just gonna have to go to Underharrow, and then Underharrow has a bunch, I think. I don't remember for sure. Hopefully that's not way out of our way for needless reasons.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Here we go. Still no Grimslade. What? Okay, well, you know what? We're just gonna risk it. And travel through all these high level mobs who could hurt us and kill us and own us. We're just gonna go. We're gonna be so awesome at it. It'll be just ridiculous. People will flee in envy of our awesometude. And it'll be great. Try not to drown in the river first. And make our way on into the Westfold. Here we go. We just need to make our way down and around and over, and then we'll be there. Alright, so we're on a fairly direct route there. Off the road. But that's okay. Oh, warg. Okay, here's the road somewhere around here. Here we go. So this is probably the whoa ho ho. The lady I got confused with, the Bjorning lady.
A dinner party? Ah, this is not the time for parties.
It is good to see you again, Dangsong. How fares our friend Bingo? You hand Eggwilf the invitation, and she reads it carefully. But she has the same voice actress, and so that's why it makes me think she is. A dinner party? This is not the time for parties, my friend. Rohan is at war. I will see what I can do. But I am afraid I cannot commit to such a journey. No RSVP will come for me. Whether I attend or not will depend upon the state of war effort in Rohan. Even so, I thank Bingo for the invitation. Yeah, thanks for that, lady. Alright, Humphrey Roaming, Iola, and Willem. Where are they? Doubtful that they're there. Hold on, come on. Can we really not load the other part? There we go. Okay, so somebody, I'm guessing that's Iola there. That's Willem there and Humphrey there. So Dunland and... Okay.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Well, I think we might have to go... to Helm's Deep and then take Helm's Deep to another place. I'm really hoping I'm not wasting time by going to Helm's Deep. I'm hoping that that'll take me somewhere else. Here's hoping.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Oh, thank goodness we can go back to Bree. That's helpful. And then we can take Bree south. We'll get it done. Get it done. Should in theory be able to take Bree to Inedwythe.
What can I do for you?
Or Dunland is what I meant. Ah, we don't have Enidwythe unlocked either. That's gonna be a bummer. We really should not have just completely wasted that mithril and should have unlocked that other place, but... oh well, that's why we bought 10, I suppose. And a big thanks to patrons on Patreon for allowing me to buy things like mithril and making this episode be a little bit shorter, you know, last episode be a little bit shorter than it could have been otherwise. By a little bit, I mean like 10 minutes. Okay, not here. Well, kind of not here. Over there, here. Right, let me sit up for this.
I receive so many invitations, it's hard to keep track of them all.
Bingo is hosting a dinner party. Oh, I receive so many invitations that it is hard to keep track of them all. I will do my best to attend. Perhaps I will give a speech or two before dinner. My speeches are always well received, and it is not said that the gift of knowledge is the gift well received. Is it not said? That settles it. Bingo will be honored for me to attend, I'm sure. You may count upon it, dang so. Alright, well, that happened. Let's now head down to the Dunbog to talk to Willem. Which hopefully will also be a stable master. Okay, oh ho ho.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
Then Rouse. Alright, you know what? Mithril. Gonna speed up this part of the episode, hopefully. And I do like to travel. On my first character, I do travel the whole thing. I don't spend mithril. Well, try not to ever spend mithril, and I usually don't ever have to because I've already been to the stables that I'm traveling to.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
But on, I guess this is my fourth character, third character to make it this high. Well, technically second character to make it this high, but really third character because I'm going to be leveling the other character to cap first. It's my epic story character. So, I know that's kind of complicated. Probably doesn't make any sense. It doesn't really make sense to me either. So, let's just move along and find Willem. I'm glad to see other players here. Hopefully that's a sign that I'm not doing the bingo quest alone and not just that they're here doing other quests. Either way, it's great to see players in LOTRO. You feel a little silly, but Willem has always seemed to understand you and bingo. So you carefully open the envelope and read the invitation to the links. Willem's eyes seem to sparkle, but you can't tell for sure what it might mean. Okay, let's see if it's faster to... It's definitely faster to go back the way we came. And hey, we're almost done hand delivering these things. We'd better get a title.
The Oak requires us to give welcome to Devodiad.
The Oak Weirod requires us to give a thing to Devodiad. Alright then. Sorry for imitating or intimidating or whatever I did to that NPC, but just kind of annoying to hear that over and over again for millions of times.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
That's great. This one's unlocked, I think. Isn't it? Yeah, it's unlocked. That's weird how the other one wasn't. Is there a glitch in the Stablemaster system? Am I going crazy? Because if they're wrongfully charging players mithril coins this whole time, that's a big deal. It's all the way up in the Gloomglen, so I guess this is a
Leave
different
us
spot
alone.
than that one was.
We will leave you in peace.
Okay, I guess I'm just crazy. Martu? No, I think it was Lanuke. Lanich. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. We're just gonna spin a mithril again here. And I know I've gotten kind of mithril happy, but I'm just ready to be done with bingo. Not done with bingo, but you know, be ready to get to the end of this story. Because I really am interested in it. And just curious to see how this is all going to wrap up. Alright, here we are in the Shire. The old Shire. And really, this is not even, you know, their original spot. This is just one of their landing spots that they had when they came across the mountains. I always thought it'd be cool if they had another Hobbit spot somewhere in, like, Mirkwood area. But clearly that's been
What brings ye to
overrun.
Mar Tulhau?
Ye have returned to Mar Tulau, Deng Song? Have you decided to come and live here? We can try and find you a comfortable place to live. Perhaps we could go about seeing... We could see about opening a new neighborhood for ye and Bingo. You shake your head with a smile and hand her the invitation. Well, this is exciting news as well. A dinner party. It is a long way from here, but I would like to see Bingo once again. I am also curious about the traditions of the faraway Shire. Tell him Iola will be happy to attend and get lost a million times along the way. Like, seriously, she's going to a land she's never been to. I think she would get lost quite a bit. But, you know, that's just me, because I don't think hobbits travel that much, but...
What brings you to Maurtulhau?
Must have completed deed, mysteries of Inedwythe. Why? Why must we have completed that? If we're going to a place where we just were and could have traveled the other way, why? Why Lotro? It doesn't make any sense. In my mind. I'm not complaining this time, but the amount of time... I mean, I've unlocked the Stablemaster.
What is your purpose here, Debodiard?
And I was able to go to it from another direction. Well, let's go back to Southbury. And then over to Michael Delving. And then end this quest. And see if anybody's shown up already. I doubt it. I mean, you know, some people should have been able to show up already. In theory. Of course, you know, Bingo could have had it set on a certain day. And so then that would, you know, make more sense. But we just Roscabel rabid all of Middle Earth, I think.
What do you need?
Bouncing around. Like Peter Jackson's Radagast. Alright, Michael Delving, here we come. So glad to be making our way out. And man, you know, those neighbors have such a long way to go, am I right? Those hobbit neighbors. Okay, here we go. Back to bingo. So it's taken an hour essentially to hand deliver all of these, and that's with Mithril, I'd like to point out. Of course, if you're VIP, you don't have to worry about Mithril, but in these particular cases anyway, I don't think, maybe you still do, I don't know. But you know, you get turbine points every month, so not a big deal.
I am so excited for this party. I want everything to be perfect.
I hope everyone I invited is able to attend. You did deliver all of the invitations, right? Of course I did, Bingo. Next week, the perfect recipe. Recommended level 93. I really hope we don't have to go all over Middle-earth searching for the right recipe. But I would not put it past them. Anyway, that is the end of this week's Bingo Boffin. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Once again, I do apologize for it being delayed and even apologize for it being in 2 parts. It was just a lot of bingo and a lot of travel. And I know I could have skipped a lot of it by just putting in, you know, the notes, but I wanted to see what everyone had to say. And I think it was actually worth it. I really do. I appreciated seeing Theodore and, you know, Spalvi and making that trip. And also, the entire dialogue with Bilbo, I would have not thought about how that had impacted the story if Bilbo would have actually come. And I'm glad I actually did think about that instead of just being depressed that Bilbo wasn't there next week, because I probably wouldn't have thought about it if I hadn't actually gone to Rivendell and seen where Bilbo actually was. Because for all I would have known, you know, Bilbo would have been on his return journey already, but clearly with the timeline in Bingo, that's not the case. Bilbo is still in Rivendell, which gives us hard numbers that the ring is not destroyed yet. People were still worried about the war. Sauron is still in power. And so that's when Bingo takes place. It's not certain where exactly Bingo takes place beyond that, but that is where Bingo takes place. And Maid of Lions even said on the forums that Bingo takes place dependent on what part of the story you've done. And so if you've done a certain part of the story, that's when Bingo is taking place. And if you do certain parts of the story between Bingo, that's also going on. And I thought that was kind of a cool way to do it, where it's basically the player individually decides when Bingo is taking place. And I think that that's pretty awesome. And just, I love Bingo Boffin in general. I've really enjoyed this quest so much, and Maid of Lions just did a great job with it. Once again, I think that there could have been a little bit more done, and it could have been a little bit more on the adventure side of things, but I think it's nice to have just a relaxing type quest. The leveling got way out of hand, but it also needed to be way out of hand. I honestly wish that Bingo did not start until like level 40, so there could have been much less leveling and we would have been getting quests with XP. And another thing I wish is that Bingo would have given much more XP. You've seen how far our bar has gone just staying at 93. It's nothing. The XP in Bingo is way underdone, I think, particularly at the higher levels. Lower levels, I think it was fine. Higher levels, it seems like it's way under normal. And I'm not sure if that's intentional, but it's very disappointing that we don't get more XP for going all over Middle-earth, and yet we get like no experience. But I guess that's partly because these quests are not, you know, those combat quests, and so we're not getting experience for that, but we're still learning things, and so like how not to travel through Middle-earth and things like that. But I don't know. I feel like we should be getting more XP for this. So anyway, that's kind of my complaints. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this week's Bingo Boffin and how you think it's going to be ending next week. I really am curious to hear what all of you think. And yeah, I'll see you again next week. Till then, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for more Bingo Boffin. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.